maybe we can let Dan say it.
I think he was waiting for you to say, "We are live."
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost Monday and still going strong.
Woo!
Mike, Dan, and Matt.
I'm here.
Yeah, for a few issues that we are having. So when I do my Docker Compose app, it tells me that it listens on this 3000.
Oh,
Oh,
okay, but that's
okay. I
that
did not
makes
see
sense.
that.
Yeah.
I did not see that the other time. So I should. How does
So
that
this
make
is
sense?
after. So this is sorry. So this is after you did the Docker Compose down. Mine is -v, which is going to remove the
Yeah.
volume, and then you did a Docker Compose up build, which is going to build things. But then yeah, so but that makes sense to you, right? I mean, maybe not why it's happening, but what to do.
Yeah. What to do could be. I don't know whether now I should create a database on my local.
Well, you're not. Are you working locally or are you working in Docker?
This is Docker.
So does it make sense to you that you would create a local database?
Nope.
Okay.
But
So
why does Docker not create a database for me?
well, it has created that website one database one, right? But
Yeah.
I think it's because you removed the volumes, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we can spend some time trying to work through this, but ultimately, like if you can get this set up locally, then you have less times that you need to work through these kind of things. And like you have all the prerequisites to get set up locally in theory. So like I guess the question is like why are you so like do you just like Docker that much because it's fun to work through like issues like this on a regular basis, or like is there some other reason like you really want to keep Docker? Or
Nope. I could do my local.
I mean,
So
like I'm happy for you to try working through this, but like even if you do work through it, it seems like you might run into this issue again, because it seems like we have that issue where whenever you pull in stuff from the local develop or from upstream develop, you do have like you do have that that kind of couple steps that you need to run through to get it working,
okay. Maybe I need to create this
So,
database.
no, that's not how you create a no. So let's take a step back for a second. What you have the README open for the how to get it set up locally still?
Yep. I
Like,
guess.
can you just walk us through what you've already done?
Where's that readme? So I think this was the one. So all this is done. So bundle install, and then
So bundle install worked with no errors.
Yep.
So then if it worked, then it won't. Yeah, then it'll just. So that's one other benefit, of being able to do things locally is that, it knows what you've already have installed. And so that's a big step forward, right? Because last time when you were first starting to work on this, you couldn't get past that point because of Capybara WebKit, right?
Yeah, I remember.
Okay, so then that stuff is all about like if there's errors, right? So okay, so you don't have any errors, right? So then so one of the things you could be doing like that would be a huge help to us as well is you could be like going through like as you're going through this, like making notes about what worked for you and what didn't work for you, and like if there's things that need to be updated. Like for example, it talks about there about the Capybara WebKit gem, which we don't use anymore.
Yeah.
There at the bottom, no, at the bottom, not at the bottom, but yeah, towards the bottom, like right there, so like putting in a PR like to to update the documentation is like a huge help.
Okay.
So I mean,
So
if it's
I don't need to like have an issue created for this first. I can just go ahead and update it, right?
yeah, you can just go ahead and update it. Yeah, the documentation is fine. Just create a branch, make changes, and put in a PR. Or you can do it straight from here, even, I guess. Really.
I think I'd like it reviewed. So yeah. So how do I?
There's
Oh
on
yeah.
the
This is mine. Oh yeah. So I can edit it here.
yeah. Exactly.
And then
yeah, perfect. And just remove that whole thing, the whole block. Dan, just let us know if you have any. I saw you're getting kind of a weird error there. So I'm not sure.
Same. I thought I'd fixed it because I did this BIOS turn on virtualization. It's still saying that it's not on. Maybe it didn't save it. So I think I'm probably gonna have to drop off to restart my restart again and see if I can see if it's still changed or what I need to do.
Okay.
But,
I mean, if you want to hang out and watch what we're doing as well, like you can, you don't have to do it now, but if yeah, it's up to you, but we'll be here.
I wasn't listening. No, what are y'all doing?
We're trying to get Mike set up locally on the Website One project, which might not be too interesting for you because he's on OS X, and for you, I guess if you did say like I really want to work on Website One, it would probably be best for you to use the Docker that we have, which would mean you need to have Docker set up. So like, and do you even know? So I guess do you even know what Website One is or no?
Yeah, the Agile Ventures website, cool. Basically.
Yeah, exactly. I probably already asked you that question, so sorry. But yeah, so we're trying to get him set up locally on this because we have the Docker, and I guess Docker is really good for people who have Windows because like it's more difficult to have like Ruby and Ruby version managers and that kind of stuff on Windows, whereas on like on Mac, like it's simpler. So yeah, so we're just gonna see if he can. I mean, if you in the future or whatever, whenever the future is, like we're having a sprint next week, not tomorrow, but next week. So if you wanted to jump in and start helping with that, then Docker would probably be the best way for you to.
Okay.
So yeah, if you can help us out with the testing, the local support thing, and I guess
I can get Docker working.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, hopefully. And the Docker for Website One has been tested on Windows and it does work. So maybe you can kind of kill two birds with one stone.
Okay. And so the Docker for local support is basically you're trying to do the same thing with local support. That we're running into an issue.
Yeah, well, we don't know if we're running into an issue. We just haven't been able to test it because we don't have like lots of people who are willing to help us out that actually have Windows or they they have it on a virtual box. Like Mike was trying to do it on a virtual box, but then he was running into issues with like he installed I think Windows 10, but then he needs to have like SQL Server or something installed, and so kind of came into a dead end there. And then like we have a couple other people who have Windows on virtual boxes, but them having the time to actually like do it is something that we haven't been able to to get. So it could be that it just works, but I have I think that we might run into an issue or two with actually like needing to modify our Docker file for it to work for people on Windows, and it's something that we didn't test. So, you know, it would be great to actually test it to make sure, you know, because yeah, we don't know, you know, when someone with Windows is going to want to help out. But the idea is that we'd like to have our projects where if they do come and be like, I'm really keen to help out, that we don't have to like go through a really long debugging cycle with them before they get to start doing stuff that they feel like they want to do for the project, you know?
Cool. All right. Well, let me just try getting Docker installed. I'll
Cool.
just work on it for a bit, and I'll be jumping on and off maybe.
Cool. Thanks, man.
All right.
Appreciate it. See you soon.
All right.
All right.
Cool. So that's good, right, Mike?
Yep.
Okay. So now what are you gonna do?
Power.
Yeah, you might or might not need to do that.
Okay. I thought you said we were moving away from Bower as well.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to be honest. Because Bower on their website says to move away from them. So, like, you know, that's so while you're waiting for that, I guess like you need to. Do you have Phantom.js installed?
Phantom.js on my local. I don't think so.
So it was there, just there. No, no, it's there. Phantom. Yeah, here are the detailed instructions for installing it.
Okay.
So I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if those instructions make sense about like about npm installing Bower, because yeah, I'm not sure, you know, like we need to have a look at that, you know, but so no, that's updating Rails, which I don't think you need to do, because so that's something that also as well, like I'm not sure why they're telling us anything about updating Rails, because Rails is being handled by our gem file. Like if you go to the gem file, you can see that. So, and that is on Linux. So that's not. So what is this? So, you know, these are the type of things that, you know, I saw that you committed that other one. So these are the kind of things that we need to be like, you know, if this doesn't make sense, like they're giving you instructions on how to install Phantom.js on Linux only, then we need to like maybe find how to install it on OS X, and then we need to add that to the documentation, or maybe it's already there. And so that's another, like Capybara WebKit gem can be removed, you know.
So Capybara WebKit gem.
Yeah.
Maybe let me see what it says. Qt, all that stuff.
Yeah, all that stuff can. Yeah. So you can, yeah. You can see it's all that until the Phantom.js.
Yeah.
Cool. And then, you know, like line 38 as well.
Line 38, yeah.
Yeah.
So here maybe we need to.
Yeah, we need to maybe find the instructions. I mean, you can check to see, first of all, like maybe they don't have those instructions because like for some reason you already have on Mac. But I would imagine that it doesn't come with Phantom.js, you know. So I can see if I can have if you want to see if you have it for some reason, and I can see how to get it working with Mac. So here it's saying like you can download the zip file and unpack it. But let me see, and that's directly on the phantomjs.org/download. I don't know if there's a way to like brew install it. This blog describes various ways to install Phantom.js, the scriptable headless WebKit. on Mac OS X system, Snow Leopard and Lion. I don't know if you know which one you have.
Maybe I can check about this Mac.
So it's like it has here. I mean, this might be, maybe it's good to link to this because it talks about how like there's different ways of doing it. It's started from the most recommended way to the least recommended way. So like the least recommended way is to use Homebrew. But it says it only makes sense if you already have Qt installed. So you might not. So then that will lead you to the probably to the file that the other page that I was on, which tells you to like download this. Well, no, it's different this page, but then you can come here like Phantom.js 1.92. Is that really the latest one? Where is this? This one here. No, there's a 2.11. So yeah, maybe you could just send them here because this is the phantomjs.org website. Quick start to the Phantom.js. I mean, it'd be nice to. I would like to move on from Phantom.js as well, but one thing at a time. Mm-hmm. So I shared the link in the chat. If you want to, I don't know, if you want to write something and put in the link, they can come here and it will like, or maybe you just want to copy this here. I don't know.
Could you maybe try it out first and then?
Yeah, you can definitely, if you want to try it out first. So, yeah, try it. Yeah, first. Yeah, awesome. And then how do you do you have a way that you already unzip? Yeah. How do you do that in Mac? Is it just unzip as well?
Yeah. I think they've worked so hard to bring Windows stuff on board. Like I use Microsoft Office here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So you can just click on it, huh?
Yeah. Recharge.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, so it's good when you make a BIOS change to your BIOS settings, you should do save and exit instead of just exit.
Okay. That's good.
Success.
Nice.
Yeah, Docker.
Cool. Awesome. So I guess do you still have or should I send you a link to that? Well, I guess it would be in our chat history. I guess there's no reason to, because
yeah. You're talking about the instructions or the?
Yeah, like on how developing with Docker. Yeah, so I found them already. Yeah. It's on October 1st, so you don't have to scroll up very, very far. And then, so yeah, I guess so. That's what I'm really interested in is like I have a feeling that you aren't going to be able to use our setup script because I think that the setup script, because it's a I think, what am I thinking?
Bash script or something.
Yeah, it's a bash script. I think the line endings will probably, but like I would like it if you tried it that way, because if it doesn't work, then at least we know, okay, we need to tell people, like a different way of doing it in Windows, or we need to change the documentation, or we need to make it to where people can use it,
Yeah. Interestingly, I think that there is an option. Let's see. It's been a while since I installed Git on here, but I think Git shelled it. It's kind of like it's like a Unix-ish shell. Right. So that would probably run your bash scripts. I think I selected.
Sorry.
I think I selected the option not to install that for some reason, but I don't. I might be able to modify the installation.
So they do have like they do have a DOS to Unix that we used with in the Docker file for website one, for example. So like
I have it. Git bash. This should probably work. Yeah,
nice.
see, it's got. I don't know how this is the way most people like run a bash shell in Windows min GW. I don't know what that library is called. Min GW or min W. So this should work.
Cool.
So let me just.
So you've already cloned the repo?
No, I have forked it, and now I can clone it. I'm just gonna make a directory.
So this is local support.
Oh, right.
But then the local support will it'll create a directory called local support as well. So I don't know if you want to make a directory like Agile Ventures or something, and or whatever Rails project. I have mine because it's a almost exclusively Rails. So, and Mike, where are you at?
Yeah, so I'm not sure what this unzipping does. Does it make Phantom.js now available on my machine, or is there something else I'm supposed to do?
It says there's something about, well, I guess for Windows it says the executable phantomjs.exe is ready to use. But I mean, maybe like, did you unzip it already? Like, you just need to click on it and it unzips.
Yeah, it's unzipped.
Okay, cool. So yeah, go to the command line and see
to the command line.
Yeah, go to the command line and see if it's like if you say Phantom.js version. Oh, so it says, yeah, okay, you did that already. So it doesn't seem like it's been installed. Let me see. Like, yeah, it wasn't very clear what to do after that. It says unzip it, and then so here in this other iria.io, it says find the zip file for the Mac OS, then download it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So the size, size is around 9 megabytes. Once it's downloaded, unzip the file. So click on Finder, and that's it. It's recommended to store the executable somewhere in your path. So that maybe that's
okay. Yeah. So maybe I should. So maybe. Okay, so maybe I should.
All right, prerequisites. We got Docker for Windows.
So it's downloads and then Phantom.js.
all right. So it is. That's cool.
So maybe this is what I need.
I can't remember if we got those errors as well, Dan. But it is running the Docker file, so that's good. I think those failed to remove images. They probably haven't been created yet, which is why I think the first time it like if the person has those already, like it removes them, and then so that doesn't interfere with anything.
Mhm.
So I guess my expectation is that this might actually work, because you have like a command line that you can, it's kind of like Unix, can
Yeah,
understand Unix. So I wonder if, I guess like
I guess I
if,
should have tried it out in just the regular command line, the native command line, just to see if it works. But that might have messed something up. So yeah,
yeah,
it's
maybe.
probably
And maybe, maybe it's enough to, like, if it's working, maybe it's enough to just wait until it doesn't work for someone and then help them through it. Like, I'm not sure. I guess
if you wanted to put a note, like you have to have Git installed, and I don't think anybody would install it without installing this the Git what was it called? It's Git Bash. So if you just tell people run the script in Git Bash if you're using Windows.
yeah, I think that's fair to do. Yeah. I mean, you could put in a commit as well if you wanted to, like you don't need to. I can make notes and I can do that. But if you wanted to, like, feel free to update that and put it in, as well.
Okay.
Like it,
Let's see if it works first.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, cool. What's going on there, Mike? This is your, okay, cool.
So do I have to export until up to the file? Or can I just stop the bin? Because I see this.
No, I think just until the bin, yeah, and then yeah. I'm not an expert on paths. I don't know. Yeah, I think you might want to take off that last / as well. It seems like that's the way it is in the last two, at least. Yeah, like that. And I guess, like, if you can test it by, oh, what happened? Oh, okay, you're writing a comment. Okay, that it disappeared. What happened? Oh, so you have Gecko driver, nice.
Yeah, I was using it for web scraping.
Web scraping, nice. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing wrong in this one in the background. I'm happy that I can, like, I'm happy that I can actually use it in like if I go to a Rails console, I can use this command line YouTube DL download. I'm just wondering how I can actually incorporate it to be part of a job, and it's not working, and I'm not really finding lots of information about it. That's kind of deflating a little bit. Oh, look at this. I found their waffle board.
It seems.
I think sometimes it's like they expect you to just understand it. Like, they just take for granted that you just know what to do for everything. And it's like, option restated. Possible options, an example hash, but the output option was not specified. It's kind of confusing since that one is specified right up. Example option.
So I can tentatively I can tentatively tell them about this.
Yep.
have so many of these, so maybe I start closing from here.
Yeah, too many tabs open now.
Oops, I think. So this is not where I was to. Nope. Here. So
So I think maybe what I could try is like turning this into a bash script. I always forget, like it's yeah, it's like that. Okay, bin bash, and then this and that, and then this would be rename this. Rename this to sh. Save it. And then yeah, Daniel's stuff is not so so awfully exciting. It's just kind of running through and installing gems, but you know,
I'm just staring at it like it is exciting or something.
And Mike's just looking at people's stuff. So probably he's saying is not so exciting either.
I don't want any fun. So I was writing this much.
Yep, you were writing that. Could you explain what you mean by this? You are updating the documentation?
Yeah.
Nice. And did you have a question about that?
Yeah, I just need a proofreader.
Ah, yes. Sorry. Executed could not be run by the operating system. What? It's marked as an executable. Could not be run by the operating system. What? I mean, you can't run in Linux. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. So on OS X, you can install it by downloading a zip file. Yep. I would say from the URL.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unzip it. And then you, instead of saying unzip the file, you can just say unzip it, because you just said file, you know, so they know that you're talking about when you say the file, like when you say unzip it, I think they'll know you're talking about the file. Unzip it to a directory of your choice would probably be better. I mean, I guess you could say of your choosing, but I think it would be better of your choice probably. And then comma after a choice. You might want to still say and, but yeah, comma. Yeah, then ensure you set. I don't think set up. I think you just like set the path and maybe capitalize path, and also like maybe don't take for granted that people know how to do that, because like that's something that, you know, I might need someone to explain to me. Like I can't even remember where to set the path, you know, to be honest. I would have to, you know, probably have to Google that, you know. Yeah, you could say like that, and set your path in set the path in your blah, 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 and then give like for example, you know, or something like that, and then like a code snippet. I mean, I suppose that not everyone has Bash, but you know, you can't, if they have Fish or Zish or something, maybe they'll have to Google it, but you know, that's probably okay. Okay, so that ran. That's good. Command not found, command not found, command not found. Okay. What's that?
So what if I generally like set up path in your environment variables, and then I give them a link to see how it's set?
Yeah, I think so. That's probably a good idea.
The path. Is it in environment variable?
That's interesting. On Dan's side, like it's good. It seems like it ran through the npm stuff. Like that was causing us a problem with website one, because we were like using a bash to and so then like inside of the container, like it wasn't copying over from properly, but I'm not sure. Maybe that has to do with, depending on what the person has set up locally, could make a difference. So what's going on with yours, Mike? You have is Phantom.js working now? Oh, sorry, never mind. You're fixing the documentation at the same time.
Yeah, I just can't find the.
Good. That's really good. It's something that unfortunately doesn't get done as much as we need to go through all of the documentation. That was one of the things for local support that was a task. Go through the documentation, and because you get outdated documentation, you know, and then.
So I think this link is a good one.
Name this. Ruby file. And per se this. I don't know what fucking require. I don't understand that. Cannot load such file.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think I'll just give them a link to this.
I mean, maybe can you make sure it's actually working in your or have you already done that?
Yeah, I just did a witch.
Okay. That worked.
Yeah, I did a witch.
Which Phantom Jazz? Nice. And what if you say Phantom Jazz minus version or hyphen whatever? Nice. Look at that. Woo! I think you're getting close to being able to do everything locally on this project, man. And we've put in a PR to remove Copper Bar WebKit from local support as well. So, yeah, man. Yeah.
So you can proofread again?
Yeah, just get rid of it altogether. I don't know. I mean, if I copy this and put this here, then I say this here. There's lots of characters that are legal in Fish that like they get me confused. Fire command not found. That's the thing. I think I need to come and pry, you know, and then cannot load such file. Yeah. So what? Why can't you load such file? Undefined. Yeah. So what file can you find? YouTube DL cannot find. YouTube cannot find. What do we need to require? Extract audio from retrospectives. Job. And that either. Can't find anything. But like I can see there's like this other person who has used this here, no, not here. Where is it? Not here.
Wait, did they commit directly to develop the other time?
Sorry.
The other commit I made.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I think so. Why?
Yeah, I've just seen this here. So maybe I can do this time.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure if like maybe I mean it still would need to be approved, I think. I'm not sure. I don't think it allows you to commit directly to the develop branch without it being approved. Maybe it does. Maybe for documentation it allows you to. I'm not sure.
I think the script has either stalled or it's working on something before it output.
Oh, look at that! Nice. Yeah, that looks pretty good.
That looks okay.
It seems like it. Yeah. Like, let me just.
The cursor's there, but it's not.
It's not doing anything, right? Yeah. Let me see. Come here. Parts and code. So we can walk through and see what is this script actually doing. We have here app, then we have here coverage, DB, Docker, setup. So then it created the database. It should run the migrations and seed the database. And so yeah, I think maybe it's still thinking, or maybe it's stalled. Yeah, I don't know, because it doesn't seem like it's moving, does it? But it should, like, after it creates that database, it should run the migrations, which it hasn't done yet. Like if you look here on mine, it like does Docker compose down and removes all the everything. Is this, yeah, this local support, and then it'll force build it with like not using any caching, and then it will run it'll drop the database, which you don't have anything database to drop. Then it'll create the database, which it seems like it's doing, or maybe has
says it's done. Creating local support DB1 done.
Yeah. So then it should be running this this thing to run the migrations, but it might have stalled. I mean, if we give it another minute and it's still in the same place, then maybe we need to, like, from the command line, run this migration and seed step. Not sure.
Yeah, you're looking at mine.
Am I? Yes.
You are looking at mine, yeah. So yeah. So this is what I have. I just want to.
Nice. And then ensure you set the path for the bin directory of the extracted directory in your environment. Maybe instead of the extracted directory, you can just say for Phantom.js, because then you're not repeating yourself by saying directory, you know? For. Yep. Yeah, I think it's good.
What happens when this is no longer? Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's gonna, periodically we're gonna need to update the documentation like we're doing now, So I don't think there's any way that, I think it's good to try to choose the sources that are, more likely to be kept up to date.
Yeah.
But if you've done that, then, then that's all you can do. So I guess, and is that still in the same spot?
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, maybe Control C. I don't know. It seems like it's waiting for you to do something, but I wonder why it's stalling at that point. Yeah. Is there a way you can open up another tab?
Do what?
Is there a way you can open up another tab in the
should I open up another tab? Or should I try and kill should I try Control C first, or?
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
We'll see. Control D.
Or does it let you type anything there?
No.
No. Okay. Yeah, it's weird.
It's weird.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so maybe you go back cd into that directory, and then you can try running a Docker compose command.
Okay. Where is that?
So you could try running the migrations and see if if it, if there's any migrations to run. So the what you'll use a lot with Docker is like there's a command that's like docker -compose, and then you have run, and then it's like, what is it, space -rm, and then web, which is the name of the service. And then you can run rake db migrate.
Rake.
Yeah, rake, and then space. No, it's actually that. Yeah, it's like that, but a space and then db colon. Yeah.
Migrate. Right.
And then if it's already run the migrations, then it'll just not do anything. But if it hasn't, then hopefully, or it'll complain that there's no database. Okay, so it's asking you permission, I guess, there on the right. Oh, so that's probably why it stalled out.
I shared it though.
Oh, okay.
Well,
so you did.
So yeah, it should have already been shared. I wonder if there's a way to do that before that step in the command line.
Yeah, because it seems like it's kind of stalled out in the same place.
Yeah, it just stalled out.
Yeah.
So that's why it stalled out. So command
I wonder
line,
if it's actually running the migrations. It's just not showing the output of the migrations. Like,
let's see here.
Ooh, Kubernetes, nice. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go to the toilet. Okay, I'm back. Any prayers?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So it popped up behind all the windows. It popped up this
okay.
Enter my password thing, and I didn't enter my password, so it's just hanging there, hanging out until I did something. So, anyways.
But now you come up with a way to give it permissions without asking time.
I believe so.
Cool.
Let me just check that it saved it.
Yeah. And Mike, where are you at? You already have the env. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So now you're going to set up your database. Are those have a look at those environment variables, if you want, but we might need to update those to add I think we need to, those ones that you have in your Docker Compose file that you're not checking into like that you're not pushing? Do you know what I'm talking about, or no?
Yeah, in my .env.
Yeah. Well, actually, maybe you don't need to worry about that. Sorry, because that's just like an example. They need to get in contact with us if they want the environment variables. So I think, yeah, I think you don't need to worry about that. Those ones aren't expected to be the actual real environment variables. So don't worry about that. But yeah, see if you can run that bundle exec DB setup, and then see if you can run your tests, and then that will give us, a really good idea of whether it's working on your computer locally.
Can you give me that command again, Matt?
Yeah, Docker compose space run, and then space hyphen rm. The hyphen rm is going to remove like anonymous containers. So you don't have to use it, but it's good to clean up. And then it's the name of the service, which in our case is web. And then it's the command. So in this case, yeah, rake db bucket, yeah. So you can use that to enter a bash shell as well if you want, like you can say run web bash, and that will enter a bash shell. And then you can like run the commands from within the bash shell. So yeah, it seems like it got stuck on the creating, right? Because it wanted you to give permission. So I guess just run the same thing, but with create.
Oh, so right.
I guess that's some kind of an interesting thing to note. That is there a way that we can add that to the instructions, like that the person needs to like go in there and give permissions to share?
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah.
Right. So we need
to see the pop-up that I didn't see, then I guess it's not needed, but
then they'll have to do that every time they run the command though, right? Or no?
Oh, right. So you're saying this step of going into settings and pre-sharing your drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably good to do.
So just, I guess I can make some quick notes here, and then we can, so Docker for Windows local support. So you said like, so I mean, I think we can kind of assume that a person will probably have Git, because if they don't have Git, then they won't be able to clone the project.
Yeah.
So there's that. But yeah, because I don't think we give any instructions on like what to on like making sure people have Git installed. It's just like clone the project. And so but what you were saying is that if you want to have Git bash is the name of it?
Yes.
Okay, so Git bash installed so that you can use what is it, like a Ming something?
Yeah, Ming W64 or Ming W is the library for
to run scripts.
Yep.
Although like if they don't have that for some reason and they can't easily get it, they can like, we can put a note for them to like look at the setup script and and cherry pick the commands that they like run the commands one at a time, I guess.
Yeah.
And then you need to like give permission to share C drive.
Yep.
And where did you find that, like how to give permission for that?
Go to Docker task tray, Docker in task tray, settings. Shared drives.
Shared drive. Is it easy for you to take screenshots of like just that specific part?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't mind doing that, that would be great.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and write it up. And
cool. Thanks, man. And Mike, how did that work for you?
Yep, I'm running the tests.
Oh, cool. Awesome. Oh, your tests are failing. Why are your tests failing? You have something wrong. Something wrong. There's something wrong. Failed to reach server. So maybe stop them before, because it's going to take a long time to run all those tests. And we can try to figure out why.
I just ran one thing.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, you just ran that one. Okay, cool. Nice. Smart idea. Right. So why is it failing to reach the server? Request to blah, blah, failed to reach server. Check DNS and or server status. Do you have your Postgres started?
Yeah. How do I check that?
In Mac, I'm not sure. In Linux, I think it's like sudo systemctl start Postgres or something. But you might have a Mac check if Postgres is running. You probably find it faster than me. PS aux www grep Postgres or PG cluster status, CTL status.
So PG.
Yeah, I can post it here. It's PG. No, it's PG underscore CTL. No database specified. Environment. So when you ran the setup command, the Postgres setup, did it?
Yeah.
It ran through that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that's good. So that means that, and it seeded it and everything. Okay. Right. So that's weird.
So where did it seed? I did not seed.
I go up there. You can see. Go down a little bit. So it migrates first. So those are the migrations, right? And then there, right there, project.count, article.count, all that kind of stuff. Those are that's it being seeded, creating static pages. Nice. So then you did, then you ran that one file and it's telling you that that's all right. And
so
can you say like this here, like PG underscore is ready?
PG is ready.
Yeah, PG underscore is ready. Yeah. Accepting connection. Yeah, right. So it's ready. Interesting. I guess you could try running a different. I mean, that test was passing before, right? So
yeah, it is passing.
Can you try just running the Rails server and seeing if you can go to seeing if the Rails server starts? Yeah, and I need to get going soon. The game is starting. All right, so that's good.
Boring, Matt, boring.
Yeah, I know, right? Who wants to watch American football? It's not even football. It's like they don't even use their feet. It's like
it's throw ball.
There's someone that calls it like hand egg. Is the actual name of it?
Hand egg.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, then go to localhost 3000, Mike, and then maybe we can. Oh, you know why? I know why. Duh. You need to start Phantom.js, is why it's not working to run the tests. So yeah, this should work hopefully. And then
it seems it's gonna work.
Yeah, it's really slow for some reason, but
Yep.
hopefully it's gonna work. There we go. Woo! So now you're starting to work locally. So one thing that maybe, like, if you go to the documentation, maybe it doesn't say it. I wonder though. I don't feel like I start Phantom.js every time before I run my tests. But maybe I have Phantom.js. Maybe I have it configured differently than you do. Like, I wonder. I'm gonna share something, a command in the chat. Try opening up a different terminal and running that, and then open up a different window and then run that. Yeah, and now go to a different terminal and try running that same test again. Hey, buddy, you're hungry? Are you hungry? When was the last time you fed you? Okay. No, I leave you for 2 minutes. You're here making the best of everything. Hey, buddy. Hey. You're hungry, no? Yeah, I'm hungry. I know, I'm hungry too. Okay. Calma. Que foi?
Uia.
Salsicha. Tom, come on. Let's work. Let's work. That's a lighter. Hey. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly what the difference is, because I definitely don't need to run Phantom.js. You might want to look up like how to maybe it's something about how you configure Phantom.js to.
Yep. There seems there's something I should add on the README.
Yeah, definitely. Because that can definitely be confusing. Like, I don't remember even seeing that. So I'm not sure. I can't remember. I feel like I should try it automatically. I'm not exactly sure why it's not.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, I mean, I hesitate for you to like put there that you need to run Phantom.js, like that command run Phantom.js, because not everyone does need to do that. Like, I don't need to do that, So I'm not sure.
Yeah, so maybe I can specify it's for OS 6 users. We ensure that we have Phantom.js running.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if it's yeah, I guess I'm not sure if it's. Maybe we could talk to Faith and see if she needs to do that before she runs the test, or if there's a way to like enable it to where it runs in the background, or I'm not sure, but I think we could come back to it, like the fact that we have it working on yours locally is a huge success, I think.
How's this look, Matt? I know you got to go, but
yeah. Yep. To run the bash script in Windows, you must use a compatible shell. Yep. Get bash available and is a convenient option. Before running the scripts, it's best to share your drive to prevent pop-ups from it. Nice. Exactly. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. So then, if I guess the yeah, that's perfect. I guess the next thing is like maybe you know, if you could test the start and script is working. But I guess it would be, you know, like
do what?
Yeah, I guess so. You kind of stopped in the middle of the setup script, I guess, because
yeah.
So you know, I don't know if you want to like put that to work in the background and then go do something else or whatever and come check back on it later, because there's like a couple other things, like it'll run the migrations and it'll seed the database and it'll prepare the tests, and then after that, like the start script is just going to run Docker Compose down and Docker Compose up. So you could run that script, but you don't necessarily need to. If you want to just say Docker Compose up and see if you can get the server running without a problem, and like visit the website.
Okay.
And then as long as but you don't need to do it today.
Can I can I go ahead and run the script, or should I check out the should I just check out the project again or whatever, so that it doesn't, so I get rid of all the stuff that it's done so far?
No, I mean, I think you're okay. Like if you wanted to like I think we can assume that those other steps will run properly. You know, like it's running the Docker. Yeah, it's up to you. You know how you want to proceed. Like, because at this point, like if you look at my screen, like at this point, you got to this point here where it was creating the database, and that didn't work because of that permissions issue. And then the next thing it'll do is migrate and seed and do test prepare. So you could like actually run, you know, these 3 commands in the command line if you wanted to, or you could just.
Yeah, I'll just try the script again.
Yeah, just do the same. Then you don't have to.
Didn't know if it would be valid if I run like I'm rerunning it kind of, but I guess it should be, because
it will be, because there's the first command in the script for the setup is to like completely do away with everything that you did a minute ago, and then start over again. You know, so you know, whatever you have there will just be deleted, and you know, which is inconvenient if you want it to like, if you wanted to actually use some of the stuff, then you know, this setup is supposed to be run like just the first time. And then once everything's set up properly, then you shouldn't need to use it again, you know, kind of is the idea.
Okay.
But in this case, it's the fastest, you know, like it's not the fastest, but you don't have to actually watch it. You can just, you know, put it to work and go grab a drink or go do whatever you're going to do. And then come back and check on it in 10 minutes or whatever and see if it worked.
It's saying it's not.
It's in the Docker file, but
Docker/setup.sh. Okay. Whoops.
All right. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'll let it run. And
yeah, and you're probably missing the
oh yeah,
of the Charger game.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely check that out.
Cool.
Also,
well, I'll be close to my computer, so if you wanna, you know.
Okay. Yeah, I'll ping if I have any.
Cool. Awesome.
Or if I just want to say something about the game.
yeah, that's what I meant. If you wanna make fun of me for well, I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter either way. Like one LA team is gonna win, because like most people consider the Raiders LA team. So
yeah, they're Las Vegas, so
Yeah, I know, right? They're on the move. But I mean, most people in LA still consider them to be an LA team, even though they're not. Presidente João. Who's João, man? Yeah. You don't know who João is? Apparently he's winning the election. Well, I mean,
Trump is winning the election?
Well, apparently João is. I don't know. It's counting the votes right now. Let's see what it says. Oh, here we go. Stop moving the screen. Álvaro Dias 0%. It's not working yet. This is interesting, you know.
It's very interesting. How does he intercept the data?
Oh, sorry. He's on. No, so right now he's on one, and he's. Oh, the guy's talking as well. What is he saying? He's talking in Portuguese as well. Nah, it's not working. Como que é? Não tá funcionando? Tem que funcionar. What language is he in? Like, so this is all in like just HTML that he's looking at with like Bootstrap and stuff. Tem um ele aqui, velho. The Faith sent this. No? Oh, look at.
Começar a divulgar daqui a meia horinha. Não consegui terminar daqui a meia horinha, ferrou, velho. Então termine. E aí vai corrigindo o responsivo depois.
Right. All right. Well, I'll see you guys soon.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.